What's up guys, Murat Truga Development. In this video, I am making my own side venting kit for this LG dryer right behind me. I'm gonna put the model up, or I'm gonna take a close-up of the model. So if you have the same dryer, this video is for you. And if you're watching this video, you've probably shopped online for those for those side venting kits. And they're like 120 bucks. Yeah, you could probably find them on Amazon for maybe 70 bucks, but come on. It's a 4-inch duct pipe and an elbow. And in this video, I'm gonna show you how to measure everything and how to make it happen. So check it out. Hey guys, so this is the end result here. And in my case, I had to use a slim, adjustable sort of thing here, right? And I'm actually building a, well, let me back up. This is all gonna be built out. This is part of the mudroom project that I have going on. So anyways, this is gonna be covered. There's gonna be a panel here and a panel on this side. This is the model number for the dryer. So if you have the same model number, and even not, I bet you the process is the same. So let's get started. Here I have an interior shot of what your dryer would look like. I've marked where the base is and where the side vent knockout is as well. You can see where it vents straight to the back from where the base is and shooting right to the back. We're going to alter that and go out the side vent knockout. The next picture, I'm going to show you how I measured to get the proper dimensions for my trunk, elbow, and the extension. In this picture, I removed that trunk that was shooting straight to the back to expose the brace that's holding it. And then I measured from the base to the brace, and that measurement was 8 3/4 inches. Okay, next I'm going to grab my 4-inch trunk and my 4-inch elbow and get those into the dryer so we can get started. Hey guys, I got my elbow in here. You have to bring your elbow in separately through the back knockout and then the trunk separately this way, and then connect them inside. I'm stopping right at where that brace is, and that's giving me an exact 90 right into the base. And then I'm gonna come back around and mark the length up to this knockout. So then I'm gonna determine how much I'm gonna leave out for my duct to go on, like that, okay? Just to recap, guys, so this was inside the dryer, and this end of the elbow was hitting the brace. And from previous measurement, I know that my brace is 8 3/4 inches from the base. Then we add a 1/2 inch for the sleeve or for the trunk to go into the base. So there's a 1/2 inch here. So that gives us a measurement of 9 1/4 inch for this trunk to reach right here. So what we need to figure out is the length of this trunk. We already know it's 9 1/4 plus whatever this distance is gonna be. And to determine that, I'm gonna detach this trunk here, attach it into here. Okay, so I detached, and that looks like about 1 1/2 inches. 9 1/4 plus 1 1/2. So we're gonna go to 10 3/4. So we're looking like this. This is 9 3/4 going into the elbow, and that goes out, and then we're gonna determine the length of that. So here, I'm using the trunk that came with the machine. and I marked my 10 3/4 right here. I've also marked where my brace is gonna have to be. I cut this nice and straight, and then we're going to attach the corner brace using some sort of Gorilla Glue like this. All right, hacksaw got old pretty quick, so I got my oscillating tool. 10 and a little bit more than 3/4, that's fine. Because the original trunk that came with the machine actually fits quite easily into this, and it goes all the way beyond our 1.5. But that's fine, because what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to steal this corner brace from the existing trunk, and we're going to place it right here. So it's going to act as a stop for us as well. Now for this, I'm also going to use my oscillating tool, I think. We'll see how it works. Well, it took a little bit more than the a little bit more than the brace. Woo! Now, obviously, if you don't have a grinder, you could use a 4.5-inch grinder, or even, well, I don't think this works. Well, if you don't have a grinder, get yourself a corner brace, which I got a couple too, but I wanted to make sure that the screw will fit into the existing corner brace that's in the machine. So that's why I was keen to steal this piece. All right, guys, this is the side trunk that's gonna go from the elbow out. So this is what I measured, and it looks like I'm coming up with 11.25 inch. Now, since I'm gonna have my wash and dryer in a panel, it's recommended to have 1 inch off of that. So that's gonna put me to 12 inches and a quarter. Then my panel is 3/4 inch, so that's gonna put me to 13 inches. And I'm gonna stick out 2 more inches for good measure. So I need a total of 15 to be the size of my side venting trunk. 15 inches. Of course, I'm not gonna cut this way because I need this crimp end. So I'm gonna measure 15 from here back to here, and this is where I'm gonna make my cut. These trunks you can just press and disassemble. You should, at least. There you go. Now we got to put this together. All you got to do is just press it in, just like that. All right, I got all my pieces together. This worked perfectly fine with the glue. And let's assemble everything. So this goes like that. Oops, this goes this way. All right, and then this guy is gonna go in here. So this is the assembly, and if all the measurements are correct, this should be a slam dunk. All right, guys, here I have the kit inside the dryer. I used the back knockout to bring in the elbow and the trunk first together, and then used the side knockout to bring in the extension and connected everything here. Once I got that in, I went ahead and screwed the brace into the, put the screw into the brace. It might be a little frustrating, but stick to it and you'll get it done. All right guys, for the final step is the cover in the back. So I made a template out of just regular scrap paper and cut it. You're gonna transfer it. You know what, let me get something better. No, just transfer it onto here. You know, let's do it here so we're not cutting as much. So here we go, just like that. Now this is really rough. And there you have it, guys. I hope you liked the video and you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a like, subscribe to the channel. It's the only way to support it. I hope you're gonna save money on this thing. You do need to be patient, you know, with this, just kind of adjusting the elbow and the trunk once you have it built. It's a little tricky to get it in there. I actually had to kind of pinch my the duct pipe a little bit just to kind of get it through the opening in the back, but it all worked out at the end and it's working just fine. So I hope it works out for you. See you guys on the next one.